Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. From film screenings to family programs, the Museum of the African Diaspora has much to offer Bay Area residents. Linda Harrison, Elizabeth Gessel will give us all the details. Okay, so I butchered Diaspora right before the break. And I meant to ask you guys what it means. So let's explain to viewers what diaspora means.
Well, the diaspora is simply a migration of a people and their culture from their homeland. And the original diaspora, that is what connects us all. The contemporary diaspora, I like to say, affects us. That's the art.
It's a fancy word, and now I know it. Thank you.
We're going to keep it, we're going to break that word down every time.
Let's talk about this. This is a one-of-a-kind museum. Tell me about the museum.
Well, the Museum of the African Diaspora, which we affectionately call MoAD, was conceived in 2005 by our original founders, Mayor Willie Brown and Belva Davis. Wow. And so from that time, because there was no museum of this type here in San Francisco, and now 10 years later, here we are, this is our 10th anniversary, and the mission of the museum is to share that common heritage through art, public programming, and education programs. And we do that through the lens of the diaspora. And the diaspora can be Afro-American, Afro-Cuban, Afro-Asian. So we want to share that common experience. Okay, speaking of sharing, let's share some pictures of some of the artwork that's in the museum. If you guys can talk about some of this here, right over here. This is part of our current exhibition, Portraits and Other Likenesses. And we want to show that, and this particular one is called The Color TV by Robert Cole Scott, which we want to share with the public that portraits are not just your traditional portraits. And I think we have a couple more coming up too here. And this is part of your current exhibition right now? Okay, and that's what you really wanted to talk about today too, right? This, yes, this is by Lynette Bouquet, and what we want to share with folks is that, first of all, these are images, pieces that have not been shown for a while. We are collaborating with SF MoMA. This is a collaborative show with them. This is a Sergeant Johnson, that last one was a Sergeant Johnson piece. We also have sculpture by Nick Cave, sound suits, and we have an installation literally by Mickalene Thomas that you can walk into, especially made, designed for this exhibition. Well, they're beautiful, but you know what, your museum also offers community programs as well. Can you talk about that? Yes.
Sure. I'm the program manager at MoAD, and so we have a really wonderful variety of public programs to offer, and I want to tell you about a few that are coming up. We have a 6-week lecture series with John Santos. It is called Jazz Latino, Multidimensional Expression in the Americas.
And Linda is dancing over here about that.
Yeah. And this is a collaboration that we've been doing for several years with SF Jazz and the Yerba Buena Gardens Festival. And John Santos is just a Bay Area gem. He is brilliant, he's an amazing musician, and he presents these just multimedia presentations weekly about jazz and Afro-Latino music. So this one specifically is about Latino jazz. And that starts on August 5th, runs for 6 weeks through September 10th. We also have a free evening once a month called Third Thursdays in Yerba Buena. And so, of course, it's on the third Thursday, and we want to tell you about a really fun film screening that we're going to be doing on August 20th on this free evening. It's a documentary called Korla, and it is about an African-American man who passed as an Indian musician from New Delhi, and he's considered the father of exotica music and had a television show in the 50s in Los Angeles. And so it's really about this sort of painful yet very interesting life he led.
And one last thing, really quickly, because we're wrapping up here, a huge fundraiser this fall. Tell me about that really quick.
Yes, this is our biggest fundraiser, our 10th anniversary gala at the St. Regis Hotel. We're located right in the heart of the Yerba Buena district. We will be honoring the artist Mickalene Thomas and the actress C.C.H. Pounder.
Okay, a lot at your museum that's offered. Just go onto their website. It's MoAD. Log on to moadsf.org. That's MoADSF.org. And that's it for this week. We'll be back with more Bay Area Focus next week.